Oh boy, we got a question here. Let me read it for you and we'll get into it. Why do people like Ben focus on the safety being clicky? The Shadow 2 safety isn't stiff or clicky at all, and it never bothered me. Seems like a dumb thing to focus on. So let me catch you up to speed. A little while ago, I put out a video talking about the Staccato P, and I spent, I feel like it was minutes talking about like all the safety, this and that, and really discussing the feel of the safety, how it's wearing in, how it's breaking in, and all that. Um, this is a big focal point for me, and for I mean, this guy's right for me, for other people, and it does definitely seem weird. If you're one of the type of people like, oh, where's the safety? Like, okay, there, oh, okay, now I can shoot some stuff, like that kind of thing. That's not acceptable for me. Like, working the safety has to be very, very fast and very, very intuitive, and it adds another layer to, in my head. It adds another layer, especially to when I draw. Like I have to make sure that I hit my grip more or less perfectly, and I disengage the safety properly and all of that. Like this thumb safety, there's a reason that people don't like thumb safeties on pistols. A lot of people don't like that is because, like I said, it adds that another layer of stuff. Um, Hell, a person I was shooting with yesterday played with this gun just a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I have to be very conscious of the safety, but if I do that, I can deactivate it and shoot it properly." And I think, yeah, that's fair. You got to be conscious of it. It's something you have to pay attention to. So the properties of the safety, I think in this case, I was talking about how the safety is very notchy, a very positive feel. Like I have that the tactile feel, an audible click as well as a backup. Like I can really feel what's going on with the safety, and that is a property that I really like because it's so important when I'm like trying to get the gun out of the holster, deactivate the safety, and start shooting like immediately. Like draws well under a second, hopefully, on close range targets. Again, the feel of the safety is going to become very, very important. I did spend some time shooting. Not a. It wasn't a shadow. This guy's example of a shadow two is kind of weird. So if you're shooting a shadow two hammer down, the feel of the safety is irrelevant because you'll draw the pistol, fire that first double action shot, and then it's self cocking after that. You'd be shooting single action. The feel of the safety is not really relevant. Um, and actually, like the annoying part of shooting a shadow too is just having to decock it after you load it or before you reholster it, that kind of thing. You have to decock it. That's not really a huge deal because when you're doing that, it's not going to be fast. Like you don't have to do that quickly. But with this, with the single action trigger with the thumb safety, like you have to be very, very good at using the safety, and you want it to be like 100% if possible, which I'm nowhere near 100% with this gun yet. Nowhere near. Okay, so yeah, it's like I understand it seems weird, but it's oh shit, I forgot I was going to talk about the yeah. So anyway, I didn't shoot a Shadow 2 using the safety, but I used to have Tanfoglio limited guns. This is what I was trying to talk about. Yeah, so those were single action and had a thumb safety on it, and I was kind of new. Like I was shooting limited for the first time with that gun, and it was a struggle because it's a new gun, different caliber, all of that stuff. But one of the real challenges with that gun is the safety was not notchy or positive in terms of the feel. It was really soft, so I could only tell like positionally, like if my thumb got far enough down on the safety, I could positionally tell that I had deactivated it. But I had no feel for what I was doing, and I remember I really hated that. Like it was detrimental to my shooting because I just didn't have that sense of confidence when I draw the gun really quickly. Like I didn't have the confidence to know what was going on with the safety because I couldn't really feel what was going on. Anyway, weird stuff like this, like nerding out about the feel of the safety, like to me, that's a tell that someone is training really seriously. Like this is a like the safety is a stupid detail if you're just kind of like looking at the gun from 10,000 feet and kind of assessing it. When you actually start using it and trying to use it aggressively, like those little details, like they start to become focal points because overcoming the safety is one of the friction points with that gun. So I thought it was an interesting question. I thought it'd be good to talk about it. Anyway, we'll keep going. I'm going to keep I'll find something else to talk about, I guess.